Hello everyone. Welcome to the next video of data structure and algorithm. Through this video, we'll discuss one of the most important searching mechanism that is known as a binary search. Now, after linear search, what is the requirement of binary search? So the first point and the most important point is binary search can be only used when the array is sorted or the list is sorted. Okay, that means if the elements are either in ascending order or descending order, then only binary search is applicable. Otherwise, we cannot apply binary search. This is the first restriction for binary search. But apart from this restriction, binary search provides a lot of advantage. Okay, that we will discuss through the video. So what happens actually in binary search, it divides the large array into two smaller subarrays, and then either in one of the subarrays it will find the element. Okay, so that means in every step it reduces the searching space to half. How? Let us see through the example. Okay, so assume that these are the number of elements available inside the array with index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. So suppose 15 number of elements are there, but you want to search where 20 is present or not. And you can mark all the elements are in ascending order. Clear? So here you have to use the concept of lower and higher index. Clear? Because you have to find the middle index first of all. How to find this middle? So you can do like lower plus higher by 2. Okay, so here if you'll find 0 plus 14 by 2, so it will come 7. So middle is pointing to the 7th index. Okay, now once you'll find the middle index, you check whatever the element you want to search whether this is present in the middle index or not. No, 20 is not equal to 35. Then the next step comes, 20 is greater than 35. No, so that means you will sure that in the right hand side the value is not present. Why? Because elements are in sorted order. So if 20 is not greater than 35, that means there is no question that the element will be present in the right hand side of the middle. So what we will do, we will reduce the searching space by half. From the middle, you have to search in the left hand side. Okay, so what we are doing here, this higher index will now point to the middle minus 1, means the previous index of middle, because we have concluded the element is neither present in the middle index nor it is greater than. So there is no question of searching the element in the right side of middle. Okay, so you are reducing the searching space by half. So you can check here that suppose the numbering again will do here. Forget about those things. Okay. So previously 8 was the middle index. Now higher we have made it 7. Clear? So my searching space is currently 0 to 7. 8 number of values. Again I am finding the middle. How? 0 plus 7 by 2. So 7 by 2 is 3. Integer by integer, integer. So middle is now pointing to the third index. Okay. Now you can check 20 is equal to 15. No. That means to which index middle is pointing, 20 is not present there. Again you check 20 is greater than 15. Yes, true. So that means there is no question of searching the element in the left hand side of 15, because the element will never be present as the list is in sorted order. Okay. So what we will do, we will bring this lower index to the right hand side or the next index of middle. Clear? So that means now middle will point to the fourth index. Okay. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So this is this one. Clear? So now what you are doing here? Now again you find the middle index. Clear? So middle index means what? Lower is currently pointing to fourth index. Okay. So 4 plus 7 by 2. 11 by 2 is 5. So that means middle is currently pointing to 5. Okay. So middle is currently pointing to 5. Again you check 20 is equal to 25. No, false. So that means again you have to check 20 is greater than 25. No. So that means there is no question of searching the element in the right hand side. Okay. So what you will do? You will just bring the higher index to middle minus 1. Clear? So middle is currently pointing to index number 4. Check here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So higher is pointing to this one, middle minus 1. Clear? And lower is also pointing to 4. So middle, if you'll find, what you will get? Now 4 plus 4 by 2 is 4. Now to which index middle is pointing, you check whether that element is 20. Yes. So that means I got my value. Clear? So simple procedure is here. You have to find the middle index by calculating lower plus higher by 2. Then you have to check to which value you are searching, whether middle is pointing to that element. If no, then you have to check whether the searching element is less than middle or greater than middle. If it is less than middle, that means I have to search in the left half. Then I have to bring my higher value to one step behind or one index behind the middle. If my element is greater than middle, then I have to bring my lower to one index right middle. Okay. And then again the same procedure I have to follow. This is what my binary search. Clear? So let us implement the same thing through coding. Okay. Now again we are back with the simple array program where we have taken the input for array and we have displayed. Okay. So here this program will implement through by using function. Okay. So here I need to pass the entire array. But before that, I have to ask the user what I want to search. Enter value to search. Okay. So I'll call array, then I'll pass this item to which I'll search, then 0, and then size minus 1. Means 1 is the lower, 1 is the higher. Clear? And in return, I'm just expecting if the element is present, then this position will get that particular index. And if the value is not present, then I'll return minus 1. Okay. So the objective of binary search, it will search the item. If the item is present, then it will return the index. If the item is not present, then it will return minus 1. Okay. Done. So let us define the function. So integer binary search. Okay. Check this one, binary search. Both needs to be same. Okay. Now what I am passing? One integer array. So I have to catch with another integer array. Same variable name I can provide, not a problem. Integer lower, integer higher. Okay. I have to declare here integer middle. Done. So this process will continue when till lower is less than equal to higher. Because once lower will cross higher or higher will cross lower, that means the element is not present. Okay. So while lower less than equal to higher, first thing I have to do is I have to find middle. So lower plus higher by 2. Okay, so from the example we have seen that first you are finding the middle index. Clear? Once you are finding the middle index, then you are checking if my item is equal to array of middle. Clear? Then I'll return middle. Okay, so if my item is equivalent to the element which is pointed by middle, then that means I got my value and I am returning the index. But if the second one, else if, that means the items are not equal, means I didn't get my item. So then I have to check whether my item is greater than array of middle. So if my item is greater, that means in which side it may be present? In the right hand side of middle. So that means lower needs to come middle plus 1. Okay, so the right hand side, just right side, the position will be pointed by lower, because I know that item is greater than the middle index value, so it may be present in the right hand side. Otherwise means what? It is not equal, it is not greater, so that means it may be present in the left hand side of the middle index value. Okay, so that means I have to bring the higher index to the previous position of middle. Clear? Simple thing. Lower less than equal to higher, this will continue. I'll search the value. First I'm finding the middle. Okay, by lower plus higher by 2. So once the middle index I am finding, I have to check whether the item is equal to the array middle index or not. If yes, then return middle. If no, then you have to check whether the item is greater than or less than. If it is greater than, that means the item is present in the right hand side of middle. If not, then the item is present in the left hand side of middle. Clear? But so this loop will stop in two cases. Either I'll get the value, so I'll return, and once return statement will execute, no longer the loop will continue or the code will run or the function will run. Okay. Second case, if I'll not get the value, then this condition will be false. Okay. Lower will cross higher. At that time also the function will return one value, that is suppose -1. Why -1? Because there may be any index we can return from the array. Positive value can be any index, but array index cannot be negative. So for a confirmation that the value is not present, we are returning the negative index. Okay, so here either pure position variable will keep the index where the value is present or -1. So I have to check here, if position equal to -1, printf the value %d is not present. And what is that percentage d? This is my item. Else the value %d is present at %d index. Okay, so you have to provide the function prototype also. Prototype should be same with the function definition. So int binary search integer array, and then 3 integers, because one for item, one for the starting index, one for the last index. Okay, so example of binary search using array. Okay, binary search, save it. Okay, so let us check. Oh, I have not declared this position variable. But remember, while giving the input for binary search, you have to give in a sequential order. Clear? So these are the values what are present in the array. Okay. Suppose I want to search 66. So 66 is present at index 5. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Clear? Let us give one more time, but the value is not present. All values you have given input. Suppose I want to search 99. The value 99 is not present. Okay. So this is what simple binary search. But the condition is the array should be in sorted order. Now, if you want to apply binary search for unsorted array, then either you can apply any sorting algorithm or any sorting mechanism that we have discussed earlier. After that, you can apply binary search. But binary search, the advantage is every time the searching space will be reduced by half, because either you have to search in the left half or you have to search in the right half. Clear? So here, if you want to be clear, you can get the concept of binary search as well as how to pass array inside the function, how to catch it, how to return the value. All the concepts also will be clear. Okay. So try to implement the code and understand it. Okay. So this is what the algorithm that we have written. One sorted array will give the input, then size of the array and the element you want to search. Then lower bound you are setting as 0, upper bound will be size minus 1. Clear? So till the value is not found, if upper bound is less than lower bound, then means upper bound is crossing the lower bound, that means the value is not existing. Otherwise, you have to find the middle point, upper bound plus lower bound by 2. Then you are checking if the value is less than x. So that means the value is greater than, so it is present in the right hand side. So lower bound has to come middle point plus 1. If the value is less than the middle point, then the upper bound will come with minus 1. Otherwise, the value is present. So x found at location midpoint. Okay. So whatever we have written in the program, the same we have described in the algorithm. So hope everyone has understood this one. Clear? So thank you everyone for watching this.